Welcome to A House Around the Corner. I'm your host, Tricia Ziemer. When you think of Port Phillip in Melbourne, you think of beautiful sandy beaches, opulent living, the boating crowd. But you know what? Migrants are arriving into this area weekly. And there's a Learn Local organisation that is helping them meld into this new society. Think about the fact that you're coming from Sudan, a very different lifestyle indeed, and you are impacted by the hustle and bustle of Melbourne. You need a helping hand. That helping hand is Sandy Beach, a Learn Local organisation here in the middle of Sandringham. We're going to join Judy Bislin, who's the manager of that house, and take a journey with a lovely new migrant to a community lunch. Join us as we peek into the window of this little house around the corner.
I'm Judy Bislin and I'm the Client Services and Curriculum Manager at Sandy Beach Centre. Sandy Beach has an incredible range in what it does. So we have accredited programs, Certificate 3 in Aged Care Work, Certificate 3 in Children's Services, the Training and Assessment course, Certificate 1 in Information Technology. And we also have pre-accredited courses, so all kinds of computers for beginners, for intermediates, and so on, English as a second language. And then we also have what we call our hobby and recreation programs, fitness programs, art programs, and a great choir, Vocally Wild. So a very big range of programs, also programs for particular groups, people with disabilities. We have programs for older people who, look forward to having something stimulating and the social activity that goes with it, and a childcare centre. So we cover from about 9 months to 90 years old at the centre, I think. For the last 3.5 years, Sandy Beach has received funding from Adult Community Education for a community learning project, which we call a CLP, to make it easier to get our tongues around it. And that was funded because we had identified a big problem, which is that there are about 6 housing estates in the city of Bayside, and neither Sandy Beach nor the nearby community centre, Hampton Community Centre, were getting any of the people from the estates coming to do our courses. And it was just a dreadful missed opportunity. They were, people who could benefit a lot from what a community centre has to offer, and they weren't using it. And that was partially distance. We had both tried, both centres had made individual efforts to get the interaction going, and it just hadn't worked.
This CLP project, comprised of the Sandy Beach Centre, Hampton Community Centre, Bayside City Council and Family Life, developed strategies such as the community lunch at the Dunkley Fox Community Hall as a pathway of reaching people on these estates. Since the project started in 2007 with no enrolments from the estates in further education, the numbers have grown steadily to over 55 individuals. These participants have been inspired to enroll in Learn Local education programs and gain the skills and confidence to go on to further study or employment. We join reporter Nicole Kirkwood at one of these special projects, the Community Lunch.
Hi, I'm Nicole Kirkwood and I'm here today with Andrea Bashfield. How are you, Andrea?
Good, thanks, Nicole.
Where are we today?
Well, we're not at Sandy Beach
No,
Centre.
we're not.
We're not, which is where we work.
Yes.
But we're at, on the public housing estate, Dunkley Fox Public Housing Estate, in the community centre.
Today we're having a lunch of some sort.
Yes, we're having our twice monthly community lunch. So, which we started a couple of years ago actually. We started as a community kitchen, so it was session based, and this year we completely changed over to a free community lunch, open to all, everybody.
Why did Sandy Beach start running outreach activities like this?
Well, about 3.5 years ago we got some funding to develop programs for people living on public housing estates like Dunkley Fox. The centre, we're in partnership with Hampton Community Centre as well, and they hadn't been able to cater to the needs of public housing residents. So we got some funding, and we started developing some programs, having a bit of a go together and a real intentional go at seeing what we could do to break down the barriers to people coming to the centres. And part of that was to start doing some programs actually on the States. Rather than expecting people to come to the centre, we thought we'd have a go at bringing the centre to the people. And so we ran a range of activities, everything from gardening to cooking to craft, all sorts of things. And then a part of that was we started our community kitchen program here on Dunkley Fox. And that ran for a couple of years, and then this year we completely changed over to a free community lunch for all. And it's been a very successful format.
What are some of the outcomes you're most pleased with?
Look, people come to the community lunch for all sorts of reasons, and I guess it's fantastic when we hear that someone has actually enrolled in a course or come to our centres and it, become connected to the centres. That's a thrill. That's fantastic. But really, honestly, I know that there's some people who come to our lunch, and just to come to our lunch is a huge milestone for them. And so I'm just as thrilled for the people who enrol in a course as the people who just come to the lunch.
Hi Nadine, thanks for joining us.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you.
So how did you find out about this?
I think so. I received the letter in my box, and then my husband gave it to me and say there is a course there, community, they're going to do it. Are you like to go there? I say yes.
So you've enjoyed yourself here?
Yes.
Yes, you've met lots of new people?
Yeah.
So you first off came here and then you decided to take some courses. What courses have you taken?
I take the course here called Mentor.
Oh yes, so you're part of a mentoring program?
Yes.
And how has that been?
It's nice. I love that course.
And so what sort of things do you get mentored in?
Many things. Like before, I didn't know about mentor, and I didn't know how to find a job by myself.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So it's giving you skills.
Yeah.
It's giving you skills you'll need to find a job.
Yeah, to find a job. Yeah.
Have you had any luck yet?
Yeah.
Yes, you have. Wonderful. So you've actually been out going for jobs, applying for jobs?
Yes, I try, but and this time I have a little baby.
Of course.
That's why it stopped me to find a job.
And
I
what
think
sort of
when
job
she
would you
grow
like?
up,
When she grows up, yes.
I think I will look job like a aged care or something, or maybe I will volunteer in maybe like a job like a family life or something.
Oh, wonderful.
I just volunteer.
Yes.
I'll do job volunteer.
That's a good way to get practice, actually,
Yeah.
and get skills, is to volunteer.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Nadine, for joining us.
You're welcome.